In May, we glimpsed the light at the end of the tunnel. Colorado's mask mandate had come to an end. The vaccinated didn't need them anymore. Experts recommended unvaccinated people keep wearing theirs.
Of course, they didn't. Masks disappeared when the mandate expired, and now, thanks in large part to the unvaccinated, masks are making a comeback.
The CDC recommends people living in these shaded counties wear a mask while inside offices, restaurants, gyms, and stores. That's the entire Denver metro.
And so far, the state is keeping mum on a mandate. Same for cities and counties.
Now, everyone else, though, has an opinion, and Denver 7's Gary Brode heard several of them today.
It feels like only yesterday we were told the masks can come off, and we were throwing these things up in the air like it was graduation. But now with the new CDC recommendations, it feels like we're being told we have to go to summer school in order to get our diploma. Anger.
I hate masks.
Frustration.
Are we going to overreact again? That's kind of, I hope we don't.
Disappointment.
I feel like that's unfortunate.
We're all feeling something as the possibility of mask mandates creeps closer and closer.
I'm just like, do I have to go back to that? But I mean, if I have to, I have to, but I would prefer not to.
The CDC recommended this week everyone should wear masks indoors in high transmission areas.
I just don't think there's any real need that the government or the governing bodies, these cities need to get involved and say mask mandate for everybody.
No mask mandates have been put in place at the state or county levels yet in Colorado. Some businesses aren't waiting. Weather Vane Coffee in Denver is one of them.
Yeah, if we kind of nip it in the bud, we might have a better chance of getting through it quicker.
On Thursday, the owners reinstituted its old policy requiring customers to wear masks inside the coffee shop. They only have one sign up because they threw away the old ones nearly 3 months ago.
It was just trying to manifest the change. You know, we're not going to need these anymore.
The owners tell me they aren't too worried about the mask policy, believing not enough time has passed since the last mandate.
I don't think it should be that big of a deal.
It won't be a big deal for someone like Tara Gigmack. She never stopped wearing her mask.
I am, in a lot of instances, the only one wearing a mask.
She says she never felt comfortable when the mask came off, believing the numbers and the chance for transmission didn't add up.
I was actually kind of surprised that they even removed the mask mandate. To me personally, if you look at vaccination numbers, and if we're at about 50-60% overall, but 100% of people aren't wearing masks.
In Denver, Gary Brode, Denver 7.
And look, some refuse to take this pandemic seriously from the start. Some will not get the vaccine no matter how effective it proves to be. Some believe it probably works and still can't be bothered to get it.
But what about everyone else? Well, the ones who stayed home for a year, who missed out on time with parents and grandparents and cousins and sisters and brothers and friends, the ones who did everything asked of them.
Earlier today, we spoke with Whitney Kearney, a licensed professional counselor with Health One. She says anger is understandable.
Really, it's been, predominantly in the last week that we've started to see some of these mandates change and feel this sense of regression as opposed to, the continual forward movement that we're all hoping for. I think we live in a culture, a society that really focuses on the positive, the good vibes only movement. And sometimes that's just not realistic, right? We have to honor what is right now. And so there's a really powerful message in that too. We can be frustrated and irritated and mad. And that's okay.
And tempting as it may be, we can't be angry all the time. McKerney recommends looking on the bright side of life, remembering we're certainly in much better shape today than we were a year ago.